What are they going to reveal today? That's what I want to know. What are they going to announce? Shh.
Hello and welcome to the Kombat Cast you've all been waiting for. Hello and welcome to the Kombat Cast you've all been waiting for. There we go. I am Tyler Lansdowne, Community Specialist at NetherRealm Studios.
Derek Kurtzik, Designer.
Paulo Garcia, Designer.
Where are these noises coming from?
Jen.
Hi guys.
All right, there we go. Hey, a quick announcement before we start the patch notes. We got a few things to talk about. A quick announcement. Congratulations to Forever King for winning Summer Jam. Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday. Congratulations, that was awesome.
So yeah, congratulations, Forever King. He's been working in the lab, and he's come back and shown that he is the top guy.
Got it.
He's the top guy right now. Well, Sonic Fox is probably the top guy, but good win.
But he beat Fox.
Fox, so hold that. Is that what you're supposed to say?
Predator was pretty awesome.
Predator was good to see.
You know all these guys, they are huge. These guys are huge, monstrous humans.
Right now.
This guy, Tyler Lansdowne with the blue hat, this guy is like an enormous person. He's like 10 feet tall. I always make fun of him, and when I met him in person, I was like, oh, fuck, this guy's huge. I should have been less insulting. But they're all really cool,
here to help us with all this stuff. So now you're gonna have to really.
These guys are all monsters. They tower over me. They're so tall. I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10". These guys are monstrous humans.
Yeah, that was it. That's all we
Captain.
have.
Yeah.
So
appreciate the 2 months internet. Give him some hot dogs. Give him way too many hot dogs.
Got tweaks. What kind of stuff is the most? Here's the deal. After the stream, about within 30 minutes, follow the NetherRealm Twitter, and we'll be posting the full patch notes on our forum. So there are some things today that we probably won't talk about. Some minor frame stuff, some things that are just quality of life issues that may not get mentioned. There's going to be a lot of stuff we won't talk about. So please look at our patch notes for the full rundown about a half hour after the stream goes. Sounds good? Let's talk about general fixes. What are you most excited about?
Probably the biggest one is most every form of the option selects are just gone. So things like being able to do a normal attack and then get a bunch of inputs in before a special move command would have caused where that special move wouldn't come out when if the move hit as opposed to a block. That's gone.
Okay.
There's a few moves that have timing ones like Raven's back 2. You can't do back 2 and then do a special move timing input where the move would come out on block but not on hit or vice versa.
They took that out?
There's a lot of the ones where on wake up and reversal you could have kept holding block and then got a special move input or a backdash. That's also gone. You have to do the special move input correctly now.
Wow.
Pretty much every form of the option selects is gone.
So, but are there some option selects that still remain in the game?
There's a few that are in there on the timing ones, like a lot of the command grab timing ones are still there. There's a few other ones, but it's mainly the ones that got into like 50-50s into an option select into like a safe special move. Those are the ones that we need to make sure we move.
So that's pretty big stuff. The option select is gone.
It took out all the option select.
The game in terms of risk reward. The gist of it is, you used to be able to input a combo or a normal attack, and then with the right timing, you could do a special move that would only come out on hit. So, for example, with Katana, I could do back 3 fan lift. If you blocked it, I would just get back 3, and that would keep her safe.
Funny.
If it hit, I'd go into the fan lift and get the full combo. Now, I'm going to have to do the proper thing, which is if I think it's going to hit, I commit to the lift. If not, you're going to block it and then punish me.
So we did make it a choice to try to hold these for an extra day. These just so we could get Summer Jam could get out of the way, so you wouldn't have to learn all of this stuff. We feel. I mean, Paula, you'll say where the game is after when you hear these notes is pretty much where you like it right now.
Well, Paulo actually wanted to put the patch out like immediately.
Tone it down.
Some of the stuff we've actually had like fixes in the works for a long time. Like the option selects have actually been gone for a while, but we didn't want to do it like during Evo or doing.
It's less than a 50-50 now.
And some of the stuff we just wanted to RQA to bang on.
It's not just a 50-50.
Yeah. So
but it's more than a
anything
50-50.
totally crazy. This is going to be the game for quite a while.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh.
Okay, so what else did we do? We removed the ability to option. There's another option select. Slightly adjusted several characters' collision regions while crouch blocking.
Yeah, there was some characters that could low profile against stuff better than they should have been. So some of those have been adjusted. We also adjusted a lot of the jumping attacks to have their hurt regions to be slightly
hurt regions.
Some of them actually we were able to like.
Damn, so crates with the big 23 years.
Okay,
Put on your silencers on your hot dogs, internet, and give them some PC grappler.
Block them while ducking.
Rumor has it that there was once a time where serving banana joyfulness is considered an act of
There was a
war.
bug in there where if you crouch block certain moves, there would
Thanks very much.
switch frames recovery.
PC
That's also
grappler.
gone now, but the recovery is the same throughout.
Appreciate it.
great.
And thanks,
Something
Socrates.
else that we both
Put your
be getting into in the
silencers
notes
on.
because they're not in there. Is there has been a Quan Chi.
Yeah, there's a Quan Chi or Ruin bug that was found by, I'm not sure who it was, but somebody sent ketchup and mustard thing on Twitter, and they went and explored it for a while, and they duped on, and we actually figured out what it actually was. And we do have a fix for that bug, but it's not currently in this patch. It'll probably be fixed in some point in the future, but right now we do have some options to hot fix it that we're looking into, but for now that's currently not in this patch.
Cool.
Wow.
So what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to go through just from left to right and talk about all the characters. We're not going to show you every character because some stuff is minor. There are some characters who got bigger patches earlier, so they don't have as much love in this one because they weren't taken care of.
They're so
of
openly
course, we got
talking
first
about
Jason.
patching like
Jason
that.
has
That's
some pretty
awesome.
interesting stuff that we kind of alluded to over Twitter.
They should have done this for every single
Jason's,
patch.
damned, first of all. Let's explain the whole damned situation.
Oh, damn.
Tone it down. If you do, and you're
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
What do you want against Jason?
Who do you want to be? Go ahead and pick somebody there.
I will. I think only Paula
Kung
has
Lao or-
control.
Kung Lao sounds good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jason has some pretty neat fixes. A few quality of life things, and then some general ways of how he plays differently.
Yes, all three variations have at least a little bit something.
Right. And I think it's good to note too that I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, Paula.
What's up, Hurt Box?
But a lot of this patch was kind of aimed at making some of the variations that were a little lower on people's choice list to move them up a little.
Yeah, if there were certain variations that were seemingly underpowered compared to other ones, we made sure that those were adjusted, and we just want to make sure that
So
every
interesting.
character had
I have to
viable
pee, though.
variations. to pick.
Cool.
Maybe
Jason's
that's
a
not
great
key.
example to start off because Unstoppable,
Yeah,
where
just
the
thirsty.
main thing is he comes back to life if he dies, it had kind of a flaw that made it very risky where he always came back to life. So if you were losing the round very badly, it takes a super meter to come back to life. You might not want to come back to life to use the super meter. You might want to keep it for the next round.
Like if
Good
you just got
point.
torched one round.
Right, like
No
if
reason.
you nearly flawlessed me, I don't want to use that bar to come back to life. I want to concede that and use
Yeah.
the bar for the next round.
Right.
You can now choose not to
Nice.
resurrect.
So how you do that?
You hold down.
Hold down.
Yes. You can only choose not to resurrect in the first round. If you're going to lose, it will automatically do it because why would you not want to come back to life?
Right.
You have no choice. But in the first round, the little thing, the lightning strikes, you can hold down and you won't use your bar. You'll get right back up.
Cool. That'll help a lot of the Jason players.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
I'm
think
streaming
a lot of
MGS5
Jason
at
players
night.
like the
We'll
idea,
see.
and that was kind of the
Possibly
hang-up,
if
and
I have
now
enough gas in
choose
the
not
tank.
to and keep your bar.
Okay.
One change in a slasher. Where,
Thanks again,
Kung Lao's
Socrates and
blocking,
PC
you could have
Grappler.
blocked this overhead, and if I tried to cancel the two you would have actually been able to interrupt this before, where there was a block gap in there. That block gap is now gone.
So now you can do the overhead into
Yeah, they try to
a grab.
So that gives him a safe overhead option.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Jason's normals that some characters were able to low profile on their.
Did you turn off Twitch donation alerts? No, I just saw the one you gave me, PC Grappler.
Big thing is this
Thanks again.
whole damn thing about Jason where he
I didn't turn it
continues
off.
to gain damage.
Yeah, before
Excuse me,
that
I
was
have a-
actually
whatever.
that was actually stacking in between rounds, so that's actually been fixed now, where the damage doesn't go to next rounds, but the damage that he actually gets for the round he's currently in has been greatly increased. So
Yeah, I've played against Steve with this before. Like in one round, I was winning. He gets a throw that all of a sudden does 17% as opposed to 12.
yeah, so now instead of like only in the third round, Jason's gonna get this like almost like a 30% like bread and butter combos. He now gets those in the first round when he's under 25% health, and then when he's under 5%.
Oh shit, he has rage.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna
it's
play
damaging.
Jensen.
Damn.
Jensen got
Alright.
got rage.
That is that's pretty much Jason in a nutshell. Let's do Kung Lao. Kung Lao didn't get a whole bunch of stuff.
The main one is on the head spin and the head orbit. There's a little more pushback on there. So he's still the same amount of plus frames he is afterwards, but he's got a little more pushback, so some characters can react in corner and stuff.
Okay.
But the majority of the game isn't changing much.
Will
He also has
Sub-Zero's
a little bit more
knee get
damage
buffed?
dealing on the head orbit combos, but it's not enough where it's actually going to affect the bigger combos. Mainly the top end, like Vito's combos, are going to be a little bit lower.
Right. So just different quality of life stuff. Nothing huge for Kung Lao.
No. In Hat Trick, his boomerang hat, The enhanced normal hat toss.
Blue man hat
now has less damage scaling on it, so now some hat trick combos is actually viable to do like block strings into the back boomerang pressure, and then if it hits you now, permanent combos that do a little bit more damage.
Gotcha.
And,
they didn't nerf
some of his hat
Kung
moves
Lao.
only did 3%, and some did 5%. It's now universal. All the buzzsaw moves now do 5%.
Yeah.
And also his low grinder hat occurs closer to his body to catch runners better.
Yeah, the initial hitbox is a little bit closer to his body. That way, there were certain characters there, if they started dashing or running Kung Lao, they were actually able to go over the low head as it was coming in, and there were certain combos where it missed, which those were also fixed up.
So another thing you've looked at very strongly in this patch is just a lot of things that maybe were whiffing when it wasn't intended.
Yeah.
You cleaned a lot of that stuff up. That's great. Okay, let's move on. Next on the list.
This is interesting to me. Even if you're not interested in the game, I think it's interesting to see how these people think. I mean, they're fighting game developers, right?
It's
really important. This is the best-selling fighting game of 2015, too.
Characters that were ducking, and that might actually be it for Jax.
That is it for Jax. And if people get mad about that, Jax did place in top 8 at Summer Jam, and he won SoCal Prelude.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
some of it's not getting caught up in top 8 placings, but Jax is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
He gets on top.
Yeah.
I always thought
Sony,
Jax was underrepresented.
We're just going to talk about a little bit.
Just a few things. Her X-ray now scales more, so no more 70% combos.
Oh.
Or 91%
Yeah.
if you're a PPJ.
Her air throw does a little bit more damage. Some of her strings should hit a little better. Back 3-3, 2-2. That's a good example of the moves that previously you could crouch block and would whiff. Now that should always jail in.
Gotcha. Kenshi, same thing. But just want to chat about Kenshi real quick.
Yeah, he's got a few. His down 3 is now an actual low, and there's a little bit less recovery on some of his special moves. His back forward, his spirit charge, or the spirit flurry, teleflurry thing.
Yeah, it's mainly the back forward 3 moves.
Yeah.
And most variations are 10 frames slower, faster recovery than they were before.
Wow.
And in
Kenshi got buffed?
His 1-1-1 used to have a gap. That is now closed, so if you block it, you have to just stay blocking.
Kenshi got buffed. The down 3 being a low is a buff,
Kenshi took
but
a
there's more.
Big pass
There's more.
Good buffs,
Right.
So.
Katana.
Katana, really?
Yeah, she just has a couple of fixes. Her 2-1 previously, if you crouch blocked it and then took the last hit, she was actually at disadvantage. And that's common with a bunch of the gut reactions where they hold their gut. That's now fixed. She'll now be a proper advantage.
Yeah, those one.
That's a buff.
So I think it's like his 1-1-2 combo.
Yeah.
Took the last hit blocking, you were actually a different advantage. Where now those have been fixed, where it's the same advantage across the board.
Gotcha.
Her throw is a little bit more advantage on hit. You can see in the patch notes. Hers are just kind of little fixes to moves.
Sounds like buffs.
With Scorpion, same thing.
Yeah. Scorpion's his dunk move, the towards 2 that everybody loves. That one actually properly crushes lows now. So if you go do a low and he goes to try to move, it'll actually completely go over it and beat it out.
Okay.
The enhanced low minion grab in his Hellfire, or it's Hellfire, isn't it?
Yeah, Hellfire.
No, Inferno.
Inferno, there you go. Inferno. In Inferno,
Who makes this
the
game?
low minion grab, the enhanced version of it is a few frames faster and it's faster recovery. Where
Wow.
you can actually do some combos differently with the enhanced one as opposed to the normal one.
Wow.
They can also punish moves from full screen on whiff faster now too.
Enhanced
That's what
Hellfire
we're just talking
from
about right now. We know the next couple characters we do have a lot.
Inferno
Yep.
stance is
So let's start with
improved.
Sub-Zero. I know that a lot of Sub-Zero fans have been wanting
Some Sub-Zero buffs.
some few buffs for some of the
Buffs.
Oh.
So you got 0 buffs. So you want
You
some
guys
buffs
not
for some of
understand
the
it's more than a
lesser
50-50.
used
Yeah.
variations. Like I personally, my favorite is Cryomancer, so I'm glad to see what we've done with that one.
Yeah.
So you want to do Sub-Zero versus Sub-Zero and do Cryomancer and do Unbreakable?
Oh shit! Internet, get hype, dude! Oh Lord, Brady's got 2 boners right now.
Kind of defensive powerhouse, and that's what everyone liked
Look
to
at my
use. And now
life.
the other
Look
two have kind of
at
been
Kenchi's life right now.
almost redesigned to be more offensive based, which.
Has there been any changes to the Grandmaster one?
Grandmaster has a couple of changes to the algorithm that it did whenever it would decide whether or not you could do the enhanced clone. That's been tweaked a little bit. Like I don't know if you saw, but there was like some guy ranting on the internet about that move. But
No.
That move's been adjusted slightly where it should come out a little bit more consistently on
The
internet.
clone!
Read my Twitter.
I am
So,
still
So
alive!
the forward 4-2 that now you can 2-in-1
The
into a special
clone!
combo.
So that move does more damage by itself now. But from that move you can do a hammer slice or you can do...
I'll tell you what it is.
I like the pop-up.
So he's gonna get better combos. Or
nice.
You could use it.
The clone. They buffed his knee.
Combo. Then you could get like a jump in into a back 1-2 and use the frame advantage for like more mix-up opportunities. You can't combo under the regular ice, but you know you have to use the bar if you want to get the combo. But it's there, so that'll improve his combo possibilities a lot.
Yeah, and it also gives him stuff where, like now, in Crime Man's off the overhead, you can get bigger combo than you hit before. You can go into that grab and cancel into the hands freeze. Or if you've got meter, you can punish a lot harder than you could now.
Who cares, dude? Pick Grandmaster and show us the real shit.
You can read like his 1-1-1 does a little bit more damage.
Nobody cares about these weak-ass variations.
Yeah, the 1-1-1 has more hit cancel advantage, so you can actually do 1-1-1 into freeze.
Wow, that's pretty good.
You can get a bigger punch than you can in the other two variations. The air hammer is a little safer, so you can actually use that move to like get in offensively. You can't be punished for it.
Okay. So he's just turned into more of an offensive juggernaut.
Yeah, this one's the main. This
Who cares?
main thing is offense being on top of it.
Where's the clone?
Grandmaster defense. This is offense, and then I guess you'd say that when you say Unbreakable, is a little bit in between both.
A little bit in between. It's got a lot more combo options, but then it still has the parry and it's got the defensive aura for the options.
So let's talk about what Unbreakable does.
Tone it down.
Like what is the
Luck
for
man.
layman? What is changing here?
The biggest change is you can now do the ice burst in Unbreakable. And then if you do have the ice aura on when you do the ice burst, it does a little bit more damage than it does normally.
Okay.
So now you have you can do a little bit more combos Unbreakable than you could before.
And that's going to be really good because that move was one of his best armor moves and probably his best anti-air move, which he didn't have in this variation before. Now he does.
Yeah, that's really good.
Also, the EX armor activates a lot faster and recovers a lot faster. You can really notice it, how much faster he goes into it. So you can use that offensively. Like you can do, can you block? You can do like a block string into it and then get frame advantage. Like, if you do forward into it, you get a lot of frame advantage. Then you can kind of press your offense to go for mix-ups.
But then you've got the armor on you, so you can repeat it and stuff like that. You can also use it to do some combos, like combos you can before. Like you can do back one.
Yeah, Unbreakable's starting to look buff, right? But what about the clone?
That's fancy.
With Sub-Zero, and that opens up the combos in that one quite a bit more. There's a lot of damage killing on it, but it lets you.
Oh, did you see that?
Possibilities where you can do like a combo starter into the EX aura. If they block, you get frame advantage. So you can keep mixing them up. If it hits, you can go into a combo. It takes bar, but it's really, really strong.
Cool. That's
wow.
Sub-Zero. Yep. I think a lot of people are going to be really happy with that, with those changes.
What about the clone? What about the clone? You didn't even tell us what you fixed. Get out of here. Boo! Buff Sub-Zero's clone and the knee. I want his knee, I want his clone, and I want the cylinder to function properly.
Is it faster though, Paulo?
It's not faster yet.
Oh no.
And probably never.
But that is
no clone?
Like
yeah, so now if you read a sweep or you read like a slide, you can get a big.
I can't believe they didn't show Grandmaster. I can't believe they didn't buff. The people hate the ice clone. The people hate the ice clone.
And because some hitbox changes,
who will stop this carnage? I have got demands.
Her forward one.
Yeah.
Her back 1-2, like there's a lot. Like her back 1-2 is now advantage on block, which I think is a really great change for kind of her mid-range game.
Right on. So let's move on. Okay, now this is
a whole page.
This is a full page. So I know that we have some Takeda fans out there. We've seen Takeda do, some tournaments do pretty well, but you've done a little overhaul on what Takeda does, I guess you could say.
The big thing was in Lasher. Now he has some more offensive abilities. Where now, while jumping in Lasher, he gets 2 new command normals that actually use his whips while he's jumping. And then there were a lot of quality of life issues with stuff missing for blocking and hidden block advantage on moves. Like this move, for example, is a lot safer. Now you can actually use it while somebody's jumping in.
Forward 1-2, 2+4. It's now safer. That string used to have a gap if they were crouch blocking.
Gotcha. You got some new normals.
Yeah.
Wow.
My favorite
jumping. That's a really good jumping. For keeping out, back jump.
He's retired now, though. He's washed up.
Yeah.
He's retired.
I can now tell the truth. Catwoman was a top 10 character all along.
Wow.
Okay, what else we got with Takeda?
Switch over to Ronan.
His triple kunai, the EX version, will now hit more consistently. They all hit back to back to back very closely, so there'll be no problem at the end of long combos when one of them would whip at the end.
Yeah, and because of that, he actually has some different combo. Like they'll do about the same damage as they did before, but I'd be a little flashier and mix up the combos a little bit more.
His tornado is now safe on block, the regular one, so you can use that to jump over projectiles.
Wow.
Or to it's negative, but it's not full combo punishable like it was before. It's also always a hard knockdown. Before, if it was, I think the air one wasn't and the ground one was, or maybe vice versa. It's just a universal hard knockdown.
Yeah, so there were times when you use it at the end of a long combo, you actually
Top to cater.
Now they can't, so it's actually a viable like jump kick combo.
He's top to cater.
Yeah, but you can't
I don't
really
know.
get in. Somebody can just like armor through and stuff, but it does give you at least the ability to do something.
Being safe on block seems pretty fucking cheap.
Now, in Ronin, he also has some new setups and whatnot. You can, like new strings, do some
Cheap
different
means
things.
good. Cheap doesn't mean bad.
Yeah,
Don't get
a lot of his
butthurt.
normal attacks have been improved. His back one is now mid and will hit farther.
Oh.
Oh, I don't have my sword. Alright, yeah, his back one is now really good in the neutral game. That's a mid now. His standing two is sped up, so you can use that as an anti-air. His back two is sped up a little bit and should hit better. His 2-1 has a new reaction on hit. If it's in a combo, it'll actually restand them if
What?
I don't mess it up. And then you can run
What?
continuous pressure instead of knocking them down.
That's cheap.
So like from that, you can actually
Top
dribble
Takeda.
somebody. You can do 2-1 into
Ah, excuse me.
sword, and then you're actually.
I want a Takeda mask.
Okay.
The hitbox on his uppercut.
They're not gonna fix the net code. I bet you they're gonna patch in worse net code.
Does a little bit more damage.
Another thing that Akenshi has is this move. Before you had to do the enhanced version to get the juggle, where now you can actually hit confirm the normal version and then get the bounce. So you can actually do stuff like sort of gamble with that move and fit hits. You can get confirm the combos. They do the same thing in Lasher, where it's got the around the world whip ones. With that one, you can also hit confirm on hits.
We may see another one of those later in a different character.
Ooh, it'll be hype. Totes hype.
Anything else to say about Takeda? I mean, there's also there's a lot of
It's a lot of frame changes. There's a lot of stuff to get into here. But yeah, it's generally his stuff hits a little better. So it's generally it lets you play. It lets you gamble a little bit more than you could before, without getting like totally punished.
I know that Maximilian did tweet me about he was hoping that Ronin got some love. And I think he'll be happy with how Ronin will play.
Yeah, you can play a lot more offensive now than you could before.
Yeah, I think kind of this range here, his offense is a lot better. So they should be really happy.
I love the restand too. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's really cool.
That's a good thing.
Man, Takeda.
We
You got some hookups.
Like a couple more. 20 more.
A couple more to get through the top half.
Yeah, to get to the top half. So Cassie didn't get hit real hard with a lot of stuff. Cassie's pretty much where she should be. She's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there where Cassie is very polarizing, where she's just in your face and she does a lot of damage in the corner. But then, like a neutral game, she has to have stamina to continue a lot of her combos and stuff. But she's got some fixes here and there. But like her X-ray is like it was negative I did before, where now it's like slightly plus. It's like +1 or something.
Air power slam does a little more damage.
Yeah, and Brawler, the air grab does a little bit more damage than before. I think it only did like 8% before, and now it's 10. But there's a few things like that here and there.
And
Having
there
a
was a
bad
fix where
mustache,
her rocket would hit low if they were on the ground when normally it's overhead.
Oh.
That's it now, just as an overhead.
Cool. Jackie Briggs.
Ooh.
Jackie Briggs is like Takeda. Got a lot of love for Jackie.
Whole page for this one.
Full page, yeah. We do have before we start, we have a video. We're gonna give 1 second on that. We got a video that our friend PPJ made, which kind of is a little bit of a combo string that shows off a lot of changes in one shot.
Yeah, it's like 3 buffs in 1 combo.
So we're gonna go ahead and play that video.
Oh boy. Cheating, huh?
Run it one more time for y'all to kind of see that.
The cancel is what I don't like. That sounds like it's going to be cheap.
So Steve, what did they see there?
The EX low rocket will now restand them anytime, any
Shotgun
distance.
blast?
Yeah, the low shotgun blast. The EX ground pound now launches into a combo, and I couldn't see it, so I can't remember how we ended it. Was it
Multi-punch?
the different reaction on her forward 2-string?
Didn't she do a cancel?
Yes, this,
Airdrop cancel?
On the second hit of this.
Yeah, so this move is actually, the third hit of this is an overhead and all three variations where in shotgun it just does this knockdown thing, it's an overhead. But she can actually cancel this move into the ground pound.
So that'll open up mix-ups where the second hit is an overhead, so you can do that. If they're blocking standing, you can go to the ground pound. If they read that, they start to blow you up for it, you can do that. The fake ground pound.
Fake ground pound.
Combos lets you do the fake ground pound, so you can actually do the fake ground pound and then continue combos with it.
Wow. That's cheap. Right. That's pretty good. I bet you it's going to affect the offense too because it's a cancel of overhead. So she has overhead cancels in her offense.
Her standing jabs are a little bit faster. Her uppercut is a little bit faster. A lot of Jackie players struggled with anti-airing people. She was you were free to jump in on her. That's going to be a little bit hard now. Her neutral jump punch is a little bit better. She can now, she had two moves before her, back two, like the slam dunk and the back 3-3 low, that you couldn't special cancel afterwards on block. Now you can. So that'll open up her offense a little bit more, especially in like high tech. So she can now cancel into her charge blaster thing.
Yeah, it's like in high tech, she can run in and cancel into that overhead and then cancel the overhead into the charge move, which is this thing, which she can run cancel out of. So because of that, she can run cancel and stuff like that and then get pressure on top of it. So she can almost do like Devora style, like pressure on top of your face.
Like kind of the stuff you see, Devora, Liu Kang, that kind of, those Johnny Cage A-list, she can now do that a lot better in high tech and get really good chip damage and pressure going.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of Devora players that should be able to jump right in a high tech Jackie.
Well, I've always been wanting, I've always thought that Jackie was good. I've always thought that she was secretly really good. And you watch somebody like, Dad, who was doing amazing things. This is going to help a lot of those players who've been wanting Jackie to get a little love, and now she's kind of getting moved up a little bit. Excellent.
Damn,
again,
tier list is going to change completely.
I'm not going to start running off numbers for you guys. So
what about the frame distance or difference on that? No.
Nah, we'll move on that. Kung Jin.
Kung Jin just got a few things. His back two is improved. It has a little bit more range. The advantage is better on hit. And his chakram, the low chakram, now low profiles, like the ancestral low arrow shot.
Set your hot dogs to Thanks very much, Grain. I appreciate it. 9 months in a row. Thank you.
And if you use the enhanced version, you can go under with the enhanced, which lets them continue combo from there.
Okay. So not a lot for Kung Jin.
No.
We got Tanya again. Tanya sort of.
Boo! I hate Tanya.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The only main difference is the teleport cancels. She was actually set to where you could teleport cancel on the first frame. Like most players wouldn't be able to input it that fast. But if you were like frame perfect, you could actually get it where she could lock something down with 3 loops. In almost every variation with teleport cancels, where now you've got to be in the teleport frame before you can cancel, which most people are inputting the motion in 10 frames, so it doesn't affect most players, but it just makes it where you can't like completely frame lock something down.
Right.
They can at least get out. But then Kobujitsu still has the fast 2-hit overhead, so if you try to get out, chances are you can hit out your move anyway.
And in Kobujitsu, her EX Tonfa strike, like the Rekkas, that had 2 hits of armor, and now it just has 1.
Wow. Nerf.
Predator.
Ooh.
Predator has just general damage scaling things across the board. Like a lot of his moves just weren't damage scaling enough. I don't know if you see anything on there that's different than that.
No, just mainly damage scaling.
There was also a thing with this the Trap and Hunter where sometimes it wouldn't go away on hit. There were a couple of different frames in there where it would stay out. Where those would be fixed now, where the trap will always go away on hit.
Forward kick attack is now a high instead of a mid.
Yeah. Him and Trimmer had forward attacks that were mids, where those are not high. The rest of the characters.
Nerfs.
And in Hishku-10, there's slight adjustments to his lasers. Nothing major. I think there's 5 frames of extra recovery. You can see the notes. It's very small.
Yeah, it's 5 frames of recovery on the opponent when they get hit. So you don't get stun locked as long when you get hit. But the block advantage and Predator's recovery on them is still the same.
Okay.
Less hit stun.
All right. I think people have probably been waiting for this next one, huh?
On hit, the recovery is worse, which is a big nerf.
We have a video
it reminds me of
show
Deathstroke.
Shinnok really only got a couple things.
Yes.
There's one major thing for Shinnok players. So Jen will play the Shinnok video.
Uh-oh, Shinnok.
That's no sound.
Yeah.
So you could backdash out of the restand.
Roll it back one more time here. All right.
This is really cool. Okay, so what they did is the garage door opener move pushes back further.
What are we seeing there?
Previously, after his 4-2-2 1+3 string, you could do the dark beam move, and the hit reaction was close enough that his low attack was guaranteed. It was a guaranteed standing reset. So you had to block low, and then that would allow Shinnok to loop the string or go for the overhead or go for the throw. It was very, very strong for like a kind of keep out zoning character to have. The restand is still there, but now you can see they're pushed back a little bit more. They're
way more.
They kind of stumble back a little bit.
Only
more.
works
So
in the corner now.
The low is still possible. You can run up and do it, but it's not 100% guaranteed. The opponent can backdash or jump or armor, or try to make some kind of read.
Yeah, you'll still have to do some kind of read on what Shinnok's going to do, but at least now it gives you a little bit of breather.
It's not guaranteed.
Right.
And then in the corner still has the same amount of pressure. None of his frame data changed outside of the on block. Now the Dark Beam is more punishable on block, but everything on hit is now still the same, where the combos are still the same and everything else.
Most characters won't be able to punish the Dark Beam on block, but it's more, a couple will, but it's more that he won't be so low negative that he can start looping his forward four again over and over again, which is something you saw commonly.
Yeah, it's mainly to give the other player a turn when Shinnok at least gets you a block for sure.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Pretty much.
Yeah. There was the only other change is a good thing for him, where one of his moves
Lord
is a little more
Kano.
advantage on hit.
Yeah, there was I think it was like 3-1 was actually like -7 where you can punish that hit, where now it's like -1.
Okay. Steve, may I have the controller? Thank you.
Oh.
We are now going to talk about Lord Kano.
Oh, he called him Lord Kano.
I think we rolled those back.
Sick.
So I've been tweeting
Lord
a little bit
Kano.
about Kano. Kano's changed. He's got some good changes. Let's first, before we start, there's a video for Kano that kind of explains, shows his up eye laser in cybernetic working a little differently now.
He called him Lord Kano. Oh, I missed it. Shh. Show it again. Oh, so it's, what is that, armor?
So yeah, that was showing that now you can actually, the laser's faster up, and you can actually, on meter burn, run in and do a combo.
Yes.
Could you used to be able to do that or no?
No.
Okay, now you can, I didn't play that very
Yes.
much. I don't run very often.
And it's noticeably faster.
Yeah, it's mainly for like the game of throwing knives, and then if you read the guys in the
Anti-air.
you can actually like read an eye laser now, and then get it on somebody. That
Nice.
really,
That's
like
awesome.
reactively. And then when you do it, you can now enhance it, meter burn it to be able to run in and combo. In most mid-screen things, you're just going to get a ball, but there'll be situations where just outside the corner, you'll be able to continue big.
Lord Kano.
Cutthroat got some pretty nice changes as well.
Yeah, Cutthroat, the enhanced chest bow does less overall buff damage than it did before, but it's faster now. You can actually confirm it on certain things. So you can actually do stuff like that, and you actually get advantage on block, and then on hit, you'll be able to continue combos. You can
Wow, you can do it in
like
combos.
7% combos might be happening more because we went down from 50% to
Yeah.
33%, but you can now hit confirm with it and whatnot.
Yeah, the rules like confirm off of the lead, so get combos like that, where before that link wasn't possible.
Right.
That's cool.
So some more linking combos for Commando Kano, for Cybernetic Kano. I would like to show now
Ooh.
the Commando, the one thing I will be pushing buttons on this entire stream.
He's so excited.
I'm
This
very
must be a
excited.
nice buff.
Apollo has to put you in.
Do you want to build
Commando
I want to
Kano.
be able to control him as well. So now Commando Kano. See, we all remember this, right? Remember that?
Okay.
Blink it on the first try.
Now you can do this.
Oh!
That looks so stupid.
You can hop bump and do more. Now
What?
that's a totally simple combo.
He
that's
bear hugs him to the
really
ground and then
optimized.
he pops up
What
in
do
the
you
air.
see?
That makes
Oh,
no
you can do
sense.
Neutral jump punch into back one into back
I
one.
can't believe
You
that.
get 30%.
That looks
You get
retarded.
big, juicy combos.
Yeah, it's not as high as like the Cutthroat damage, but it just gives
This
the
game
damage
is
on
tight.
If
This
you-
game is
somebody
tight.
does
That
something
looks
and
so
then-
retarded. What the fuck is going on there?
Right, Commando, the grabs are really good, but
Oh man, I can't wait to make fun of this.
big, juicy damage.
That looks ridiculous. Why does he do that? Does a grenade pop off or something? What the
That's
hell?
that.
How much percentage?
He
is that?
bear hugs him to the ground and then boom, pops up behind him. What the hell?
He's a Johnny Cage man now.
I'm a Johnny
That
Cage
looks
man now. I know it's
retarded.
gonna disappoint some people, but I still do go back to Kano, and he's still
Oh
my
gosh,
favorite.
top
Yeah, I just
Kaner.
go to the training, but I just do that all day.
Lord
Kano's
Kano,
still
man.
My favorite character to watch on stream. Just so you
That
know.
looks ridiculous.
I'm a Cage
That
man
doesn't
now.
even make sense
And,
why it's
another
doing that.
change is his EX up ball is there was a little deal where sometimes if you crouch blocked it, only the first hit would happen with, and then you could punish him.
Yeah.
That's a little bit better now. So
nice.
The both hits are going to hit much more consistent.
I can't believe that's the combo extender. I heard about a combo extension, but I didn't know it was going to be some oil wrestling shit. How does he pop in the air? No grenade or nothing. That was weird. That was weird.
Which one was that?
I can't believe that. That looks so stupid.
There's 4-3-4 now is safe.
Oh man, you can always count on these guys to put something funny as fuck in these games. You can always count on it.
Throw out in the mid-range game right here.
Yeah, so something where you can punch not with, but on block, it's I believe it's a -8 now, where like some like fast EX moves will punish it, but like in general, it's not gonna be punished by just reversals, like more reversals.
I've actually been using it a lot. I mean, I've always used this move in my game in the neutral game, and now it's so much better now because you can throw it out a little more willy-nilly as long as with punishes still happen.
Yeah.
It just gives you something.
What's up, everybody?
Like fisticuffs and it's not double. Where the A-list still gives the knee just in any kind of cancels where it gives you a little bit of like being able to play footsie games where you're not just totally getting punishes just for hitting buttons.
Right. Also did some blocks and stuff. So now,
there's still a lot more stuff. It's more consistently now. Where before, like some of that stuff would go over like a lot of female characters.
Right.
Come on, man.
Will now hit consistently on block. But then a lot of them, if they still let go of block and then try to attack your low profile, they'll go under. But at least somebody can't sit there and crouch block and be able to like low profile units or characters.
He also had a bug fixed where when you cancel the stun
quality of life issues.
Eclipse kick immediately. Now he can.
Yeah, so like if you go into pulling out of stun doubles, you can do the enhanced kick from like full screen where. But before each one, do the normal one where the mag move for that.
Okay, so just some nice. I mean, they've actually I think made my Cage game better just these little fixes. So I think people are gonna be excited about this one too. Aaron Black.
Ooh.
Gunslinger.
I'm gonna look at something real quick.
I didn't see that in Patchwork's previews. You sure it's true?
I think
there were
it's
a lot
true.
of people asking about it, but
we didn't preview everything for Patch Notes preview.
We should have. You absolutely should have. I apologize, everybody.
My bad.
Tyler's bad.
I'm gonna hand the controller back over. I've done my one thing.
And you were great at it.
Yeah, I hit my stuff.
Yeah? You nailed it. I was real proud of you.
I'm just happy for the Kano community to see some new.
You forgot his name.
Kamo? Kamo. Not a person. Kamo.
So in Gunslinger, the coins have better recovery now. And that'll let him do them in block strings or in combos or kind of as a zoning tool more consistently now. In the Gunslinger stance, the standoff stance, standoff 2 now has a different reaction that will pop them up, and he can get enhanced, better combos with that instead of it just kind of knocking them down.
Yeah, it's a little safer on block too. So like now that actually gives you a chance to be able to get a combo after.
You can run on,
And also the retreating shots, the low is still the same as it was before, but the retreating shots are a little safer on block, where you're not just going to get punched if you do it up front. Or at least have to guess to go over it.
Looks kind of cool. Whatever, right?
Was there anything else in this?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, it was mainly those like little things in there.
I can't believe they didn't show anything about the Ice Club.
So it opens up his combo game a little bit, makes Gunslinger maybe a little more viable for higher level play.
Were the coins always overhead too?
Oh yeah, and all the coins at overhead on the way down, but not on the way up. It gives them a little bit more of a zoning game in Gunslinger than we didn't have before.
Cool. And you get to wear your hat.
Yeah, and you get to wear the hat, which is the biggest.
Which everyone is super excited about.
What's next, Tyler?
Up next, let me switch the page. Looks like we got, I guess, Liu Kang.
Well, that's not on that page. That's not on that page.
Uh-oh.
Well, you could do Kotal Khan. Why don't you go to Kotal Khan?
I got Liu Kang.
Yeah, we can do Liu Kang.
Liu Kang's on the back.
He's on page 28.
Are they gonna buff or nerf Liu
To
Kang?
all three,
Lord Grady's rolling in his grave
we'll
right now.
He could now recover from switching stances a little bit faster, so you can use it in combos now. You can start a combo, go to Metamorphosis, and then continue the combo.
I believe we have a video.
Ooh.
For that. A Liu Kang video. Let's take a look at that.
Wow. In a combo? That's new, right?
One more round.
That's a combo?
This is Steve Brownback gameplay here.
Probably the best Liu Kang duelist I've ever seen.
Very good. So I know that I did get a lot of tweets from people with Duelist who were really looking for some help with Duelist, and this should make him.
Yeah. And another cool thing is Duelist always focuses on the dark version with the orbs, but the light side has been buffed now as well. The fireballs have a little bit more recovery, and the air fireball has a little bit more recovery. So in the corner, you can get some really cool juggle combos, and it'll be a little bit better in zoning.
Yeah, the light version has some better zoning now than it did before. And then you can also do a lot more cancel combos where you're more advantaged on both hit and block. The main string that people were doing to get block advantage on was this string is now it has less cancel advantage on it, but now because Duelist has the better frames on everything else, he can still get the same pressure he could before. But now Dragonfire doesn't get like crazy like dash cancel advantage with it before.
Right.
Yeah, and that's not to say that Dragon's Fire
Who gives
doesn't
a
have
shit?
pressure anymore.
No,
It's
he
still
still has
really,
crazy
really good.
cancel pressure, all that stuff's there, and all that's still the same. But so he doesn't get the dash cancel pressure that he was getting.
Okay, that's Liu Kang in a nutshell.
There have been a couple changes to Flame Fist.
Okay, that's what I'm waiting for.
Those are just also just quality of life things.
Lord Brady wants the nerfs.
Yeah, in Flame Fist, there was an issue where his EX Windmill Punch, against a few characters, there was no gap in the last hit when he does the back fist. Now it's been switched around, so there's no gap for anyone, but there's now a gap in him doing a special move.
What?
So if he does the EX Flame Fist, there's no gap. But then if he goes into the parry or the back fist or a fireball, there's a gap there.
Yeah, which from then you can do low fireball to be able to counter the reversal, or you can do his parry to be able to counter any kind of like jab reversal.
So before it was kind of what he could do with this pressure on the EX Windmill Punch depended on the character. It's now kind of universal.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So that seems it for Liu Kang. Again, more
Doesn't
stuff
seem like
you
that
can read
big of a
on the
deal.
webpage here in a little while. I've left off Ermac from my notes page, but we can show a little Ermac now too. Those who use Spectral will be
the flying one.
The flying one.
Yes.
Was kind of an underutilized variation, and now we're gonna have we've buffed that a little bit. I
I
think.
think he's got like an extra move too, doesn't he?
He does.
What?
Does he pop up in the air
Before we start,
like Macan?
Jen, we have an Ermac video.
Nice.
Videos.
This is such a good idea, Internet. They should have done a fucking combat cast for every single. Wow, he has a Bobble now?
Some
Oh,
artwork by PPJ.
those are fly combos.
Yeah, right.
Wow, he got hella buffed.
Yeah, so as you saw, he can now link his normal attacks in flight. The 1, 2, 3, 4 is now like a kind of a magic series string. It will actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
which gives a lot of
crazy.
different combos you can do. You can also do some of his strings into like fly and then pressure from there. And
Wow.
then I guess between
He's gonna be good.
Teleporting or,
That sounds good.
Ground pounding. He's also able to enhance his spectral charge move. So before he didn't have his move, now he does. Does a little bit more damage. Has a hit of armor on it, so now he can like.
Has a hit of armor?
Be able to get down on people.
Cheat.
Pretty consistent.
Excellent. So that's gonna change the way
He's gonna be good.
plays considerably.
Yeah, if you were having a problem getting into flight because someone had a really good fireball game, you can use that's a really good armor. It does a lot of damage. It's
Yeah.
really, really fast. It
It's
goes full
cross-screen
screen.
fast.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
And that
good.
was your other
Lord Ermac.
Ermac
Yeah.
was my first main, yes.
Yeah.
If you guys are all keeping score.
Right.
In a
Please
Mystic,
stop.
the push choke move in Mystic does a little bit more damage. Same thing with the enhanced one. That one's just more about staying like max screen and trying to get people to block pushes. And some of the combos are easier in Mystic too, where it links back forward upside down and that stuff things.
Okay. Kotal Khan.
Kotal
Kotal
Khan.
Khan fans are going to be pretty excited about
Kotal
this.
blowout.
About some buffs we gave him, I would assume.
I heard he also has a new move.
We gave some new moves.
There's a
this
lot
time
of new
around,
moves.
it sounds like.
Not just buffs, but additional moves.
Yes.
Cool.
What are your thoughts on the new
Can't believe
and
Kano
Kotal
is
Khan?
so stupid.
I guess we could start off by saying that Blood God, cutting yourself with the blood offering.
Yeah, I
now
know, 'cause
actually
sorry,
adds
I've been
to the
busy.
blood totem. So if you put the blood totem out, and the blood totem, he gets a damage regain for all the blood you drain from the opponent. He can drain his own blood and then get it back later. And in Blood God, the Obsidian Totem now.
What's up, everybody?
He builds super meter from blocking moves when he has it active. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So while he has that out, if you're pressuring him, he's actually still benefiting from it.
Cool.
So then I guess we'll go to War
That's
God.
pretty cool.
Or, Sun God. Okay, Sun God has a new move. He has this move where he summons a beam of light, and he gains, I guess you could call it a level from the Sun Choke.
So, for those of you who may not play him a lot, he has a command grab that has 3 levels. Now, this will be the 2nd level because you already... No, that was just the first.
That was the 2nd.
That was the 2nd. So you can actually use that move to gain levels without actually doing the grab.
For a maximum of 3. So here is the start.
Tell by how bright his tattoos are, which level is that?
So it's like a Q, 3 taunts with Q.
And it'll let you cancel some combos into leveling yourself up. So in case you get a punish on somebody, you can all level yourself up during the thing.
Safe ways to level up. That's good.
Gives them a little bit different combo.
Nice idea.
Also, you don't block pressure on some moves.
It's like a Q taunt.
Instantly goes to the max level.
Oh.
What's up, Jink? What's up, everybody?
In addition to that, the meter and the health that he regains from cashing out. Can you give me not full health, not full meter? Because I can't do it otherwise.
You can do the EX.
Yeah, there he can cash out. He now gains a pretty decent amount more health and meter.
Wow.
So
there was a complaint where cashing out didn't seem to matter that much. You didn't get much out.
Yeah, it'll also give you a reason to enter combos into
yourself
up, because then you can now
he can heal.
Cashing out. So it's sort of like you build your life back up.
So what this has really done, like the meta game of playing Sun God has changed because now you're always thinking about when do I level up, when do I cash out, do I level up twice here, do I cash out here?
Right.
So you're always thinking.
That's really sick.
Yeah, before it was kind of a thing where everyone would do the throw, get to level 3, and then just keep doing the throw. Now cashing out is a real legitimate strategy, and since you can gain a level without actually getting in to do the throw, you could hide behind Sun, build some bar. Like this thing recovers pretty fast, and they now know they have to go in because otherwise you're going to be getting
get health back.
More health back.
That's crazy. It's going to force action.
Of the parries he has with his maces. The next version of that now just starts
Top Kotanya.
Unbreakable and Sonya. And then because of that, you can actually use it as a wake up in both these variations where you can do the against
Kotanya.
You can actually use it there, and then from recovery from that, you can actually get some of this like towards one normal, so actually punish some moves and beat them right and wake up.
It also now will absorb most projectiles in the game. Any parryable projectiles.
What? Hello.
And then from doing that, it also gives them a tiny damage boost where it doesn't last very long, but it will make your next hit do a little bit more.
Wow.
Also, Kotal got the general fixes that we've been talking about. His back one is a little bit faster and should hit crouching mode is better.
Nice.
His back 1-2-2 no longer has a gap, which was a big thing that Kotal's kind of complained about is that he had a lot of holes in his offense. And he still does because his offense is really, really good, but that's one that's kind of been fixed.
Yeah, but it's now, instead of that gap being like character specific on the overhead, now the gap is on everybody after the overhead. Where that happens into
Gotcha.
And then his forward 1-2 is now safe on block. I think it's -6 now.
Yeah.
And that was...
You'll also get punished by like something like Reptile Slide, where people always say, hey, it's punishable Reptile Slide, but it's not really punishable like big punishment.
Speaking, is that Kotal Khan?
In War God, there were a couple of frame fixes here and there.
Oh. Sword shake, sword quick.
Sounds like Kotal Khan got some buffs, big time.
The sword quick move is not always a hard knockdown. So if you do it, especially when you knock somebody down, after a combo, you can now do the guaranteed damage off the sword quick, and then the opponent can't take a lot of it and apply their pressure back to you.
Cool. Another character that we saw at Evo kind of come out of the
milky situation.
Lord Reptile.
So awesome.
Reptile has a couple changes. We do
This is gonna be
have a video.
God, I love these videos.
I'm watching.
Reptile. You can't see them right now because we don't have a screen for it, but Jen will play that.
Well, no one will be able to see him.
That's true.
Ooh, spoiler.
Come on, man. So he can turn invisible and continue the combo off of certain streams. And then you'll be invisible.
Right, Steve, so what happened there?
He can now combo into the EX invisibility.
Gotcha.
So you could do 4-2-1 into EX invisibility, a lot of his normal attacks into EX invisibility, and on block in a lot of situations you get frame advantage. So he can kind of recover first and press his offense.
Nice.
On hit, he gets a big combo.
which you cannot see.
Right, and then when it's done, then you can't see it. So not only could he have his running his offense on you, you can't even see.
Right.
So it's like mix-ups on top of mix-ups where you can't even see.
That's pretty sick.
Good.
Yeah.
That means that you can. You think that's really a gimmick? I don't know. It depends on how fast.
Characters where there were like slow-moving projectiles on the screen. Like that's a very fast-moving projectile. If there were like slow-moving projectiles on the screen, and you got him, you got somebody caught in a spit. It'll actually combo. Before, like you make the block.
Yes.
Spit hit you before.
Sick. That's a huge buff.
In Duelist, if you've got a red orb out there and you can't get through the fireball, it'll actually link now into the thing that hits you after.
Okay.
That is huge.
It'll cause some combos if you're trying to get a little bit of a zoning game going before it was blockable.
Beautiful.
Like his elbow
Beautiful.
dash has a different reaction on the last hit.
That means that you can combo a spit into a ball if the ball's on the screen, and that means that his zoning got way better. That's great.
Especially if you understand. Get some combos. Before, the guy would have been splatting, we wouldn't get a combo now. So now, if there's a little bit more danger, reptile can some stuff there. In Nimble, if you're in like the slowdown state, he can't block in that state. Where a lot of people just see it and then do a fireball, and there wouldn't be much you can do against it. His enhanced slide has a slightly loftier reaction on it, where in Nimble you can actually do an enhanced slide for like full screen, and then because of that different reaction, now you can do like Nimble combos starting from the enhanced slide for full screen. So it gives gives Nimble a little bit more offensive. You can do combos into Nimble, and then now
that's really good.
Punch back. You can at least get some spending some armor with you're not talking to.
Things like Claw Pounce is now -7.
Yeah, this is huge. So he can use that to build meter or kind of use it in block strings and stay safe. His acid spit does 3% more damage, so it's always been a really fast projectile, but it didn't do a lot of damage, so it wasn't that threatening in kind of projectile wars. Now it is a little bit more threatening.
And the enhanced version of the Claw Slice is actually more negative now. So it's easier to punish him off if he goes for the enhanced version. She goes really do like a back to the next step. Before it was sort of like a hard punish where it was like -10, like -7 for the normal one, and -15.
I can't hear him.
Easier punish for the enhanced.
His EX Puke has a little bit better recovery, so you can use it in his traps more. There's a bunch that you guys can read about.
Next fun one, Ferrator.
That was your...
The big one for me is that the acid spit will combo into an acid ball. That is huge. It makes his zoning so much better. That happens all the time where they just block the ball.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then Wiki did Sonya.
Goro.
You know, I think part of it is I just really love the game. I like to play a lot of characters.
You're not stuck in a character. Like
I'm not a. Some
people here like for 50 games.
Right, or some people here.
I don't know what that means.
I enjoy playing. I like playing all the characters because I feel like you did such a good job, Paulo, that I want to experience all of them for myself for a little time or a lot of time.
It'll get up in your matchups too later on.
It really will. You've noticed me getting so much better because of it.
It's like you practiced that.
No comment.
We worked on that earlier. Thank you. You got your line perfectly. Let's talk about Ruthless.
So painting game. Painting game runs a little faster now and recovers a little faster, but as soon as she stabs you can actually dash cancel out of it.
Oh.
So it'll drop her off your back where now you don't get access to fair move. But then that gives you things where you can like this.
You can do more cancel combos. It seems like every character got this, right?
You'll have to
dash cancel
some combos.
You can
do where you can actually do some pop-ups, do a move in the painted game, show you off your back, but then because you're hitting juggling the strings, you got enough time to get her back in your back.
So it opens up a lot of his combo game. And there is a risk reward. You're losing Farah.
Yeah. And if they do read it, there's not much armor moves you can use, so there's a little bit of risk reward there, but it does give him a little bit more pressure you can do in the Ruthless that he didn't have before.
Right. Increase the damage of Tonka Trample to 13 up from 9.
That maybe the enhanced version of this move does more damage than before.
So they used to both do 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. That's pretty much it for Ferrator.
Yeah, the Ruthless thing I think will make a lot more interesting. A lot of people kind of use Lackey for the armor and the damage, and they were using Vicious for the zoning, and they were kind of ignoring painting game. And now with these combo possibilities, I think it's super interesting.
That's cool. I just don't like the homogenous character design.
For all the characters, there's a lot of moves now that will hit on characters when they're ducking where you want to go.
You want to just talk about Devore? Is there anything to show, or just kind of discuss with you?
Just talk about her.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much in Swarm Queen. The main thing is in Broodmother. The Crawler now will always have the same advantage on hit, where Trimmer had the same thing where if you were blocking a move and the Crawler hit you as you were blocking that move, you wouldn't get the advantage from the Crawler because you would block before, where now it's consistent where if you try to do a move, she hits you and then the Crawler hits where she builds a combo after it. The enhanced version of her bug projectiles in Broodmother also give her some combo abilities where there's a little bit of frame advantage there where if you get the advantage and the guy's on the ground, you can actually continue.
Man, they really should have done a combat cast for every patch.
There's different moves, add more stacks of poison.
That's a big fuck up.
A lot of moves that did before, like 1-1-1 and 1-1, will add stacks of poison or jumping attacks. The jumping 1 and jumping 2 also adds.
I think people would have reacted way less poorly to the patches if they did this every time.
Consistently off while holding the button down. That way now, if you get somebody where if they were like max screen, a lot of times you didn't capitalize on the damage because there wasn't a lot of damage up front. Now there's more damage up front, less damage trailed off.
Okay. Raiden.
Lord Raiden.
Couple things about Raiden. We do have a quick
Displacer. Please let them buff Displacer.
Is faster.
Yes.
So we'll show the Raiden thing to kind of show off a little bit of his faster teleport in Displacer.
Lord Raiden needs a teleport. I like that. I like that.
Roll it again real quick. More combo opportunities.
I like what I'm seeing.
Displacer now kind of brings more into the line of the other ones.
I like what I'm seeing.
It doesn't cost you stamina for doing the teleport in front of players, where before it did. So now it only costs you stamina for teleporting in place or teleporting far away from the player, where like the one-away game costs you stamina. But anytime you teleport in on the guy, it doesn't cost you any stamina.
That is
Master
sick.
Of Storms, another
Lord
one,
Raiden.
The static traps now do proximity damage before they're activated.
Yeah, it's similar like Hell Traps, where if there's a single trap out there, it does proximity damage while it's out there. Then when you put the other traps, there's a link in between, but it gives them a little bit of a different pressure, especially in corner situations where you can get a trap there.
Gotcha.
And he has a few normal changes too. His forward 4, which is like a big jumping hop kick, that move is now safe. Before it was a punishable move, and a lot of Raiden players he's really good up close, and he's really good from a distance because of the teleport.
Lord Raiden is back.
They were kind of struggling, kind of the sweep or jump distance range. That'll give him kind of an option now. If people are trying to, bully him with their low pokes, he can hop right over them, and that's now safe.
Cool.
Yeah, his back 1-1 also a lot of times was missing on ducking characters that hits a lot more consistently. And then
they went through Sub-Zero. What's up, Reality?
Couple more to go, and then we got a belt battle.
Yeah,
we're still doing the belt battle.
Of course we'll talk about
Cryomancer got buff,
we'll talk
and
about that.
Unbreakable got buff. Not much of a buff to the other one.
I'm getting tired.
I hear you.
Jen fell asleep twice.
And she's still nailing those videos.
Oh, absolutely, bang.
Quan Chi, kind of just talk about him a little bit.
In Quan Chi, his away 2, there was a sword move where you could hold now. Before the hitbox on that thing would actually, it was turning off at some frames if you did the charge version of it, where now it's consistently throughout. And also if you hold that move down the entire time, it does like a little bit of a bounce reaction. So it gives a little bit of different combos you can do after a trance, but they don't do much. They actually do less damage than the combos did before, but it just gives you some different options to do.
Okay. You'll have to read about Quan Chi. There's some stuff that'll help you out there. It's just not all to show. Goro, though.
Wow, they didn't nerf Quan or change Quan at all. Interesting.
He's a forward guy.
So far, they haven't shown much nerfs at all buffs.
Yeah, the Prince of Shokan.
Except for Predator.
Mortal Kombat.
A prince.
He's a prince.
Master of Combat.
The Master of Combat. His brother is Durak. His father is Gorbak.
Okay, we're going way too into
the lore.
Wow, thank you, Steve.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
I knew the Durak one. I didn't know the other one. That was good. So, Goro is super hyped to watch him like when people play.
I love watching
Everyone
Goro.
loves watching Goro. Now you're going to have some more reason to play him.
So Goro, now if you just do a randomly YOLO punch walk that people tend to do when they're playing Goro, you can now confirm into the enhanced punch walk by hitting the block right for the last hit. And get the enhanced version on it.
Oh.
I think that'll
You can hit confirm punch walks.
Getting to enhance off of normal moves where before you would only get a little bit of damage. That gives him a little bit more damage. He's got a lot of hitbox fixes here and there. This move now hits mid where before you could duck it. So that being a mid will cheat the game in a cool time warrior a little bit.
Back 1-2, up 2. Now we'll hit a little bit more consistently. Before he kind of didn't move forward. Now in that last he moves forward a little bit, so off a jump in or from a little bit out of right around max range. It'll hit more consistently.
That combo would tend to miss on some of the smaller characters, but now a little bit more consistently. His up one is actually a little faster than it was before, so you can actually use it as a little bit more reliable anti-air, especially on people jumping over you. It gives you a little bit of combos in the corner now too. You get like 4-up ones in the combo.
Nice. Stomp is better now this time around?
Yes.
Stomp on miss recovers a little faster.
It's pretty noticeable. You have to kind of be ready to whip punish it.
Yeah,
Really?
You can still be punished, but it's not something where you can miss it and you have all day to punish it.
Nice.
Especially on knockdown situations where you can see whether or not you guys can roll.
Cool. Let's take a look at Dragon Fang, because there's been a nice addition to that too.
So
Goro
Dragon
got
Fang used to
some
have this move
I like
command
Goro.
normally, where that move is actually a special command now where it's supposed to transfer into it. It does a little bit more damage and it has an enhanced version with armor on it.
So we didn't give him a new move. We took one of his moves and made it a special. So now you can start doing overhead low mix-ups.
He has a special command special that is a
So if they're
low.
logging on, you can start mixing up with a low.
Does that have an EX
It
version?
also allows you to use it as a wake-up attack, a reversal, and the EX one is advantage on block. So he recovers before, so you can use that in pressure.
Wow.
You could do a block straight into it, then they block it, then you keep your offense going.
It's
for
a
using
low
bar.
that has
Yeah, it's
armor
not something you
and
use
is
in
plus on
combo,
block?
it's just a
Ugh. That's gonna be good. So he has a low wake-up attack that has armor and it's plus on block if they guess wrong.
If you can do like 1-2 this or 2-1. This hits overhead. You can do that into punch walks. If they guessed wrong because they thought you were going to do low, you go to
The
punch
low
walks
is
and
plus
you
on
can
block.
combo.
So everything ends with punch walks.
Everything.
In general, you should be punch walking.
Yeah.
The whole match.
The Goro flow chart has a
Starts
punch
and ends
walk.
with punch.
I think the Goro flow chart is like a punch walk in the side. Everything
Okay.
And his fireball has better recovery now. Both his green fist and the Tiger Hour Fury fireball.
It's something that's slight, but you'll still generally get red punish on it, but it's not where it was like greatly disadvantaged where it was before.
Right. Final character, Trevor. Do we
Lord
just
Trevor.
talk about him briefly?
Yeah, we can just talk about him.
Let's get to the combat
Trevor's made out
pack.
of rock.
Yeah, there we go.
He's got 3 variations. Oh, it's also in the Special Forces game.
He was.
And he's a ninja.
Truth. Always the truth.
Huh? A rock ninja. Yeah.
And he's
Rock
a good
ninja.
Yeah, I heard he's a good character. I heard he was abysmal, but then he went good.
First he was abysmal, then it turned out he was good.
Right.
Interesting.
The main changes with Tremor is in Aftershock. It has that thing fixed where if you do the delayed quake and then you have somebody block one of your normals and the delayed quake hits them, now they'll actually be a hit stun for the entire length.
That's a buff.
Then you continue your combos. There's a few frames shaved off of a couple of his specials, the down back 1 and down back 2 ones. They have like 3 frames shaved off the front. The gold versions that are projectiles in down back 1, those have a few frames shaved off the end. It lets you play a little bit more of the zone game with Tremor. But
Those are all
there's
buffs.
a lot of changes to them. There's also been a couple of bug fixes where in Crystalline, his like little blast projectiles on down back 1 were actually getting canceled out by some of the backgrounds if you were too close to the corner. That's actually been fixed now. So.
Okay, great. So that right there is our patch notes.
I'm exhausted.
We're an hour worth
They
of patch
did a
notes. There's
nerf
still a lot that
Trevor.
you'll probably enjoy about your character that we just didn't talk about because just quality of life stuff, making things faster. Your character will probably they'll play better for you now. Hopefully, hope you enjoyed the patch notes, Paulo. Excellent job. It was fun.
A lot of things is some of the changes like the general like collision fixes on things getting better where that'll actually affect matchups where you wouldn't think it would as much, but that'll affect some matchups.
Nice.
All right. I have shout-outs. Are we done?
Yeah, go and do shout.
All right, cool. Here we go. Happy birthday shout-outs. We got Dakota, August
Get the
28th.
fuck out of
I guess
here.
his
Are you
birthday was
serious?
on August
Happy
28th.
birthday
Ian
shout-outs?
Cruz, Alex, Lupe, happy birthday Lupe, and Marty.
What the
happy
fuck?
birthday Marty. And then just people that wanted shout-outs.
Oh, man.
Don't open this bag. That's a Pandora's box.
You sure? Can I do it just
Go
this
ahead and
one?
do these,
Okay.
but we don't accept all shout-outs.
No. There was tons.
They
but I went
accept
with 3.
all shout-outs.
Avis
Send them directly
Salvo,
to their Twitters.
Empress Molina,
Every
which
single
of course
person
I'm
who
gonna
wants a
give a shout-out.
shout-out, they will
And,
get to you.
Mike Snow.
Send it to them on Twitter
So those are your
because they
patch notes.
deserve
In
that
the
shit
half
for
hour,
putting me
please
through
look at
this.
NetherRealm's Twitter, and we will have a link to find the entire list. The patch should
Shout
be
me out,
released tomorrow
bros.
At some point.
Yeah,
Give me a break.
So some countries might actually get it tonight. If you happen to live in New Zealand or something, you might be playing the patch tonight. But it'll be out sometime before tomorrow.
You should be
Nice.
getting over the next day or so. I'm sure you all came here to find out some other exciting news. We don't have anything like that for you right now, but I will tell you this. I will tell you this.
Did Random Select have any patch changes?
Oh, there are no patch changes for the character called Random Select. He's working. He's working as intended.
Okay.
And it looks a lot like Kotal.
So, I know you're looking for some big time information about Mortal Kombat. Let me tell you this. Later this week, you should pay attention to all of the different social media channels. You know, maybe you'll have some big news from Mortal Kombat this week.
Interesting.
We'll see. So with that information out there, and I hope you guys are all very excited to find out more about the future, let's talk about the present.
Yeah, so the present. So we're going to do a belt battle.
This is the belt.
And this is us battling. So there should be a handicap in this match because earlier in the week, Tyler decided, hey, I'm going to smash Derek's thumb with a big metal door and send him to the hospital to get...
There was an onion on my belt, which was the style at the time. 5 B's for a quarter, you'd say? Who gives a shit about this story, motherfucker? Come on, where is Smoke and where is Noob? Can you believe this?
So I'm not going to make excuses because this community hates excuses.
I can't believe this. Where is the announcement? Unbelievable. These guys are dicks. Okay, so I have to, first of all, before we boo them, let's yay them, okay? There is something that is worth praise here. Let me turn these clowns off. Shh. Okay, there's something that's worth praise here. As many of you may know, Mortal Kombat 10 suffered a lot to these patches. Lots of people did not like the idea of them patching the game and then just leaving us some weird written text that says normalized this and the clone goes away on block, projectile immune. You know, this is a much better way to patch a game, to show that you give a shit, to give an explanation. Because you know Paco, when he says, hey, you know, this used to do this before, now it works the way it's supposed to. This used to have 2 hits of armor, now you know, this kind of thing is a really good idea. Great idea, okay? But now that I've done the praising, what the fuck? Everybody boo these guys for not announcing Combat Pack 2. These guys, they are trolls. And you know it. And you have to be careful when you talk shit about them because they're all giant motherfuckers. The only one of them that's a normal-sized human is that guy on the far left, the one with the mohawk. That guy is a normal human, but he's also the least intimidating of them. You know, he's like the nicest one. The other ones are giant, towering humans, and when they come up to you in person, they are, you know, I'm just saying, be careful how much you make fun of Tyler's hat. He's a big motherfucker. He's huge. He'll fucking beat you up. Anyway, internet, here's what's going on. I'll put this shit on YouTube, but more importantly, I'm waiting to get my copy of Metal Gear Solid 5, okay? So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a break, I'm going to take a leak, I'm going to call the place that's supposed to get MGS5 and see what they say. If they have it, then I'm going to flush you guys down the toilet and I'm going to go get it, right? If they don't have it, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. In the meantime, here, I'll let you guys listen to the rest of this while I take a leak. I'm sure it's riveting. Weak trash talk between these guys. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Johnny Cage's Tony here. Okay, teleport. Throw. Uppercut, planet. Simple there. Bit simple. Big life lead from Derek here. It's going to be hard for how they're going to make this up. Right, here we go. He's got to get in though. Oh,
woo! Na 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 me. Na 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 na.
Smash the other hand.
Round
Should, right?
fight.
Right, there you go. The new now safe 4-3-4. Making hay with 4-3-4.
No. Don't you throw that beautiful old lady at me.
A lot of throws here.
Oh, how did that happen?
Standing up a little bit too early. Oh man, you're walking into it.
Oh no.
Anti-air nut punch. High risk offense from Derek here. Down 4 roll. Interesting. A nice.
Well, you know, I like to mix it up some.
A nice trick.
Round 2.
Now Tyler does have full bar, and Derek has none. So if Tyler can get in the corner, all right, this could be really good. Oh no, drop combo.
No, no.
Here we go. A lot of 50-50s here.
No, no.
Man. And Derek can't break.
Oh my goodness.
That was pure insanity.
That made absolutely no sense.
Tom Brady would have been proud.
It's okay, though. It's okay.
It wasn't a flawless, so I'm happy about that. Oh man.
I wanted to do it. That was dumb. It was dumb to get rid of that meter, but
Derek's still in the corner. Good blocking from Tyler. All right. No, surprising, no wake-up roll. That's how you know Derek's playing very seriously right now.
Or he can't do it. He's doing it.
All right, Tyler jumping over.
throw punish. I should have done that. I know better than that.
Throw punish. Good patience here. Not getting zoned out.
No.
Oh, punish. Uh-oh, let go block. This is gonna hurt.
Oh.
Tyler's in a lot of trouble here.
Fruit.
Barrel of apples. It's almost over, and that'll be it.
Yeller!
Good games, buddy.
Well, hey, you know what? Thanks for taking it easy on me since you crippled me.
I got beat pretty bad there.
Did you want to do 3 out of 5?
I don't know.
No?
Do you want to?
I mean, I thought we always were going to do 3 out of 5.
Let's do 3 out of 5.
All right.
Alright, so I'm down 0-2. Yeah, that's fine.
You gotta win 3 straight.
Alright, I'm back. What are these schmucks doing now? Did they announce Kombat Pack 2 while I was gone?
Now Blanche is in play here.
I'm gonna turn them down.
Zoning with sides.
Turn them down. Okay, so let me give you guys a report on what's going on around these parts. So, I am planning on playing Metal Gear Solid 5 on stream. I called the game store. They said your copy is ready to pick up right now. So I'm going to go over there. I'm going to pick up my copy of MGS5. I don't know if I'm going to play it tonight at, I think it's 9 p.m. because I heard that Konami lifted the embargo. And that means that 12 a.m. East Coast time, which is 9 p.m. West Coast time, is going to be when I can play it. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that tonight or not. But chances are pretty high that I am going to do that tonight. We'll see what happens. Either way, I'm down to watch the rest of this Kombat cast in case they announce something. You know, I'm pretty disappointed because I just saw a bunch of people talking about, you know, a big announcement teasing Kombat Pack. Today's the Kombat cast. Where is it? If you're watching their stream, you could tune into the NetherRealm Studios stream, the one that doesn't have me talking on it. If you guys want to hear the shitty match going on and the bottom tier trash talk from these guys, you can go ahead and watch the NetherRealm stream that probably has thousands of people on it. The 900 people in here are the ones that are tuning in to hear me ramble about how butthurt I am that Smoke isn't in the game. They tease the tease. What's up, everybody?
Sure did.
Yeah, it's not punch. In and out punch. Alright, 1-1-3, that's the low. Then you overhead, good blocking from Derek. Watch out for that teleport.
This is my pop-off.
Oh no!
Hey, good, caught him.
Got him.
No one has any meter, so no one's going to be spamming armor.
To pop off.
Who says we spam them?
That's funny. So what are we doing? Just watching this shit?
And Tyler gets a game. Momentum is shifting.
Get this.
What makes them think that this is a good idea? I mean, the hype levels just get flushed down the toilet. They went from talking about all this interesting shit to making us watch them play. Ugh.
Achievement unlocked.
Plant advantage.
So anyway, this is a good opportunity for me to once again share with you guys the new emoticons that are waiting to be approved for this channel. I've already submitted them to Twitch Feels Beard Man is on the left. ATP Sherry on the right. I already got her permission. She's a great sport. She's down with that. So for those of you who are subscribers, these are emoticons that you can look forward to spamming in the chat room. Thanks very much, everybody, for supporting my channel. You guys are real pals. It really means a lot. Thank you. These should be ready to go soon. I'm getting all choked up. Should be ready to go soon. I don't know when. I've already submitted them. And furthermore, other than these two, there's 3 more slots I have available. So thanks to you guys supporting my stream, I will be able to. I haven't thought of what they're gonna be yet. This whole 500 subscribers thing really snuck up on me, to be honest. But yeah, you can look forward to being able to use those soon. I don't know how long it'll take, but I've already submitted them. Should be pretty good pretty soon. Feels Beard Man.
Good job, dude.
Feels Beard Man.
Until next time.
When is next time, soon?
We'll have some guys from the studio come in and play against each other in a week or so, maybe.
That sounds fun.
Just kind of we have a lot of guys who are learning the game and playing a lot. They get them on stream and have them play against each other in the heat of the moment where it's really challenging. Ooh. We'll have a belt battle. We'll play against the community. Again, pay attention to your social media. We'll have some cool announcements for you this week. Thank you to Steve Brownback.
Look at the guy on the left is sitting on a high chair. I told you guys. The other 3 guys are so huge. The guy on the left side is sitting on a fucking high chair. Look at him. To be on the same at the same. He's like a Baggins. He's like a Baggins.
Soon. Make sure you follow our Twitter, and we'll have the full patch notes in about a half hour.
Yeah. Now tonight, reboot your Xbox over and over again, checking if the patches are.
And tweet me and be like, "Where is it?" Because I love reading them. So I get a lot.
Motherfucker's on a high chair. I told you. Game over? Funny face. That one's pretty funny too.